Primary elections are getting underway in key battleground states today as a number of progressive candidates are on defense over past statements. In Wisconsin, Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong is battling moderate Democrat David Crowley for their party's nomination in the governor's race. But Hong is facing criticism for a 2020 social media post about Thanksgiving where she wrote, quote, "We should stop celebrating colonialism." Now Hong is walking that back.
My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, because I
There
love
you have it.
Thanksgiving. Yep. I don't want to cancel it. I actually love it.
Hong is part of a growing list of progressive candidates trying to defend or distance themselves from past statements on issues like defunding the police and abolishing prisons. And now some Democrats are voicing concern that a wave of progressive primary wins could backfire in the general elections in November. ABC News political director Averi Harper is here for more on that. Hi, Averi. So what makes Francesca Hong different from some of the other progressive candidates we've seen succeed this cycle? And what do you think Democrats should take away if she wins tonight?
Well, listen, I think when you look at Francesca Hong and the race that she's running, she is running without the support of some of the biggest voices in progressive politics. AOC, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren have all opted to sit this one out. And that makes her notably different from some of the progressives that we've seen win in some of these primary races this cycle. I do think, though, if we do see Francesca Hong win in tonight's primary, that is another sign that beyond some of these very blue congressional districts where we've seen progressive candidates and self-identified Democratic Socialists win, that progressives do have an argument for winning in a statewide election in some of the biggest battlegrounds. I do think that the conversation moves to whether or not some of these candidates are electable in a general election where they have to appeal to voters beyond the Democratic base.
How fine a line are these candidates walking when it comes to trying to address their past comments?
Old social media posts have been no stranger to this cycle. I mean, the content was very different, but in Maine, when we saw some of these old Reddit posts surface from Graham Plattner about some pretty controversial topics, primary voters there did not see those as disqualifying. And the same thing for Daria Lisa Chevalier. She is the Democratic Socialist who won that primary in Manhattan earlier this year. She, too, had some old tweets that surfaced, including criticism of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Voters there still cast ballots for her anyway. I think voters were looking to issues of policy beyond some of what was talked about on social media. So I do think that if we see Francesca Hong win tonight, the issue will be for her that Republicans will hammer down on her past social media comments, and that could arguably hurt her in a general election.
Meanwhile, in Minnesota, the Trump administration's immigration crackdown is a key issue in the race to replace retiring Democratic Senator Tina Smith. What do you think that race will tell us about how that crackdown is motivating Democratic voters?
Diane, you're correct. The idea of immigration being a defining sort of issue in this race is incredibly important, especially when you look at some of the history, the recent history of some of the aggressive ICE tactics that we've seen occur in places in Minneapolis and around it, including the deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. And so that has been a conversation among both of the candidates who are participating in this primary election. Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, she has really used it as a line of attack against her more moderate opponent in Congresswoman Annie Craig. Annie Craig supported the Laken Riley Act, which the president signed into law. She participated and she supported that alongside Republicans, and that gave ICE a broader authority to detain immigrants as they are conducting some of these ICE raids. And so, anti-Trump sentiment is a huge issue and a huge mobilizing factor for Democrats. But I think in Minnesota, a place that we have seen uniquely impacted by ICE tactics, that could be a huge political vulnerability for a candidate like Annie Craig.
Averi Harper, thank you.